Hey YouTube, it's RidgeRock101 here with a deck video for you guys today. So on my channel it says Twilight Deck list coming soon, and well, this is that video. So without further ado, let's get this rolling. For my light monsters, I have two Honest. These guys are so helpful. It saved my butt in a lot of duels. Basically it powers up your light monsters, and overall it's a really good card. Next we have two DD Warrior Ladies. I explained this card in my Warrior Synchro deck, so if you don't know what it does, check that video out. Really great card. Next we have two Elemental Hero Neos Alias. It's basically a beat stick with 1900 attack. Really great card, straightforward. I don't think I have to explain it much. One Cyber Dragon. If I had more copies I would run two. Basically it's just a free special summon. Really great card. Next we have one Dimensional Alchemist. It helps thin out the deck by removing a card, and usually I remove monsters, so it's pretty useful. But other times I would remove like my Dark Hole and I would be screwed. So pretty situational card. Next we have Marshmallow, your stall monster, and if it's attacked face down, your opponent takes 1,000 points of damage. So can't be destroyed by battle, and it does burn damage. Really great card. Prime Material Dragon. If you discard a card from your hand, it protects you from like smashing grounds, dark holes, etc. And it's anti-burn, so really great card. And that does it for my light monsters. And next we have my darks. Two Breaker, the Magical Warrior. 1900 attack if you don't use the effect, but most of the time I do use the effect, so yeah, it's basically a 1600 attacker and can destroy a spell or trap card on the field. Really great card. One Gore's Emissary of the Darkness. It protects you if you have nothing on the field. Free special summon plus the token, so that's a like +1. Really great card. Blackwing Boar, the Spear. Does piercing damage. Straightforward. One Pitch Black Werewolf. If it's face up on the field, your opponent cannot activate traps during the battle phase, so it gets rid of those pesky D prisons. Really great card. One Jinzo, a monster version of Royal Decree, 2400 attack, 1 sacrifice, really great card. Kiko, the Ghost Destroyer. If you inflict battle damage to your opponent, it can remove 2 monsters from their graveyard from play, so they can't use like Monster Born, Call the Haunted, or whatever. Really good monster. Chaos Sorcerer. I would run 2, but I can't. I don't have another one, so yeah. If you're willing to trade for a Chaos Sorcerer, let me know. Yeah. Basically it just removes a face-up monster from play and it can attack, so gets rid of monsters. Really good card. Snipe Hunter. Discard a card and destroy a card on the field. Fuels up your Chaos Sorcerer, and yeah, it gets rid of a card. Really good card. Next we have my traps. 3 Compulsory Evacuation Devices. I love this card. I run even I don't even bother with Bottomless Trap Hole just because of how good this card is. Like, usually my opponent will sink for like a Stardust. I bounce it back with Compulsory Evacuation Devices, and it's freaking hilarious to see their face of like disappointment after you return it. Like, they just use 2 monsters to sink a Stardust Dragon, and then you bounce it back with this. Freaking, I love this trap card. I mean, I really do. One Torrential Tribute. It's a staple trap. Destroys all monsters when the monster is summoned. Call of the Haunted. Another staple trap. Revives a monster. Now this card, Divine Wrath. I did not think of putting this in until I read that it can negate Gore's the Emissary of Darkness. And like, my friend summons Gore's like freaking all the time in every duel that I've dueled them in. So this is revenge. This is revenge. Divine Wrath for the win. Threatening Roar. If you activate it, your opponent cannot declare an attack. So basically I use this card to get rid of my opponent's MSTs. They try to like MST it and then I activate it so they can't declare an attack. Really good card. Wabaku, basically the same thing as Threatening Roar. You don't take battle damage, your monsters can't be destroyed, and it can be activated in response to MST. So waste your opponent's like MSTs, True Nades, whatever. One Magic Drain. It's like a free negation, better than Magic Jammer, except your opponent can negate it if they discard a magic, but I think this is more reliable than Magic Jammer, so yeah. Next we have my magics. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. Staple, get rid of a spell or trap card on the field. Good card. 1 Giant Trunade. Staple, returns all spell and trap cards on the field for a clear backfield. Really good. Dark Hole. Staple, destroys all monsters on the field. Smashing Ground, staple, Fissure, Staple. If I get another Smashing Ground, I'll run another Smashing Ground, but in the meantime, I'll be using Fissure, so Staple. Enemy Controller, I think it's a Staple, I'm not sure. Protects you from an opponent's monster's attack, really good. Shrink has a lot of uses. You can either shrink your opponent's attack or like shrink your own monster for eradication something virus, I don't know, or crush card virus if you're playing ban. So really good card. Scapegoat, stall your opponent with 4 tokens, or sometimes you're lucky and the tokens survive, you can use them for synchro material, really good. Dark World Dealings, your draw engine. I would run 2 more, but yeah, they're pretty damn expensive. Pot of Avarice, your substitute for Pot of Greed. Select 5 monsters and then, you know, return them back to the deck, shuffle and draw 2 cards. Really good. And last but not least, we have Monster Reborn, Staple, revive a monster. So yeah, that's basically my deck in a nutshell. So, you know, if you have any thoughts, leave a comment or PM me about it or something. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching.